Hey guys, it's your girl B here, and I wanted to talk about what's gonna happen with the full moon in Aries. I will be posting a couple videos probably tomorrow, so look out for that. And I just wanted to talk about the oracle cards that I got out for the full moon in Aries and how it will be affecting us. The funny thing is I was not going to make a video about this, but after doing some more research on the full moon in Aries, I realized that these cards definitely was calling out to me in the theme of the season and what's going to happen. So I definitely wanted to provide more information and just talk more about what's going to be coming up for us. So this is the card that spoke to me, the first one. It basically talks about letting go of any obstacles or blockages that are holding you back from being your true self. Right now, we're all going through a process. We're all caterpillars becoming butterflies. This is the next stage of life. We just need to be patient, trust the process, believe that everything that's happening for us is happening for a greater reason. We're all going through a journey right now, and that journey is taking us through a more spiritual path. So the next card that I got was the octopus, and the octopus has definitely been calling to me as well. The octopus stands for evolution. It's talking about intelligence, the artistic expression, adaptability, the potential that one has. And so the octopus is a shapeshifter. It's shapeshifting, it's blending, it's basically bringing forth some of those subconscious desires that we may not realize about ourselves. We might be in the department of placing boundaries, or we might be lacking boundaries. We might be in a messy relationship, and this is the time to kind of look into that relationship and wonder, am I in the right place? Are there things that I want to change? This is going to be a very uncomfortable time, but also remember that this is all for the bettering of self. Definitely look into that third chakra. Self awareness is a big theme. This is that energy that is telling us that we have to focus on what makes us similar instead of looking at the differences, instead of being judgmental to one another. Just remember that we're all trying and we're all striving to be the best, and that sometimes, there are going to be people who are going to get the things that we want at a quicker speed than us. And that's perfectly fine. Everybody's going in the same direction, but at a different pace. And this is all just a journey to life. So the next card that I got was the Raven. The Raven is all about conquering your fears, about listening to your dreams. It's preparing you for change. So when the raven shows up, it's a symbolism for self-love, inner love, giving yourself more love, love being all aspects of self. So sometimes we have things in ourselves, like, those self-doubt messages that are definitely coming up at this time. We have to love who we are, flaws and all, and we have to accept who we are, and just basically owning that power, owning that part of ourselves, owning all of our flaws, our mistakes, all of the bad and the good that come with this message. So when we see the raven come up in an oracle card, it definitely represents, intelligence, just like that last card. It stands for creativity. The last card had artistic expression, so you see the similarities and, the intuition. So definitely pay attention to these messages and these cards and, what they're trying to tell us and how they're trying to influence, our senses for the next stage of life. So the next card that I got was the Six of Dragons. I couldn't find something that clicked for TikTok for just the Six of Dragons, but really quickly, the Six of Dragons, it's basically telling you that you're overcoming obstacles. It's telling you that you're overcoming any roadblocks coming, being put in your path. This is opening up the doors for opportunity, future possibilities. It basically stands for doing the work, putting in that work to get the rewards. You will be guided, and it basically, life will guide you. Life is going to take you to the path that you need to be taken. This is six dragons, and each of these six dragons represent something in your life, represent something in oracle, and they all have a meaning. So definitely looking at this card, action leads to success. It's all about putting in that work, and it's really awesome that we have the full moon in Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of action, the planet of drive, the planet of libido. So awesome to see this card coming into the full moon in Aries, reading, because it's definitely telling you that if you put in the work, everything that you want is possible and will come into fruition. Just, keep trying, keep striving for the best, keep, honing in yourself, and just make sure your wishes align with what you truly want. I always tell people that a lot of the times we wish for something, but we don't even know what we're really wishing for. Sometimes we want, more money, but then the job that we get isn't even something that we want or that we want to deal with. So a lot of the times it's telling us to be careful what you wish for. Make sure that whatever you are wishing, it's exactly what you want. It is indeed the desire that you have at this time. And like I said, a lot of the times we're asking ourselves, like, I want a job, I want a career, I want a relationship, and then when we get into it, it's like, okay, wait, is this really what we wanted? So this card is definitely putting you into alignment with your true self, and that's why I was saying before, those subconscious desires need to come up at this time and have you open your mind and just reawaken and just kind of be more in alignment with who you really want to be. So I couldn't find a picture for this one, but the last card that I got was the black card. It's this one right here. It's basically bees and snakes and a triangle, and it's called Destiny Path. It's talking about your correct path, and this is basically confirmation that you are on the right path, that you are upholding to your desires, that you are in line with your destiny. And I think this is a really good card because we have the full moon in Aries that's going to be connected to those north nodes and south nodes. So the lunar nodes are definitely going to be impacted within this phase, this moon phase that's coming up. And like I was saying in the previous cards as well, we have self-doubt really coming in heavy in the energy of these cards. And this card in specific, the Destiny Path, is letting us know that we need to stop limiting our beliefs. We need to stop having that self-doubt. We need to believe more in ourselves, more in our potential. Like I had said before, this card is saying, like, everything is one. You are on the correct path. You do have the potential for transformation. You need to conquer those beliefs that are hindering your success. You need to better yourself and prepare for the unfolding of your path, because once it comes, you need to be ready for it. And while we do have those, of course, insecurities coming up, this card is definitely a really good sign for good energy, and just like I said, all is one, everything is good. Bees and snakes don't even go together, but it's saying, like, the cycle of life, the cycle of everything. This is the wheel of time happening basically right in front of us. And so for the last card, which I think it's really funny, because the dragonfly definitely has the symbolism of also the butterfly, which is the metamorphosis, the transformation. I know I've been talking a lot, but the dragonfly is all about purpose. It's all about change and emergence. It's all about basically, not letting those setbacks, hold you back. The limiting beliefs that I just said before, relating to your dreams, what is it that you really want to do with your life? Who is it that you really want to be? Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't sit here and feel like, maybe this isn't going to work out for me. You haven't put any work on it. You do not know until you fail. You have not embraced your fears. You haven't, actually tried to be aware if what you're doing is, really the correct path. So you have to remember, you have to surrender. You have to surrender yourself, surrender to life, surrender and let, the world control what it needs to control, because we actually have no control. You need to let the universe do what it needs to do. 2, we need to trust. We need to trust in the universe. We need to trust in ourselves. We need to trust in God. We need to trust the path and the journey that we're on. And we need to believe that whatever is going to happen is going to happen for the betterness of ourselves, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes we are looking for a job and we don't get that job. Sometimes we're looking for a home and we don't get that home. Sometimes we are looking for a relationship and we don't get that, and we feel so let down. And I feel like these cards are definitely telling us to stop doubting ourselves, stop doubting the future and what's coming, because all of this is a process, all of this is a journey, all of this is really just a cycle to life. And the third thing for this card is definitely to be patient. So like I said, surrender trust and be patient. Be patient that everything that you want is coming for you. Be patient that, you know, this is a journey. Be patient that, you know, we're going to go through lessons and trials and tribulations, and we're going to go through ups and downs. Life is really a circle. And I actually have a picture for this.